Have you ever wondered what would happen if the god of thunder, the mightiest hero of Asgard, faced a creature born solely to destroy him? Today's story tells of Thor and the colossal serpent Jörmungandr, the destined battle foretold since the dawn of creation, where two legendary beings are trapped in a cycle of fate, spiraling toward the inevitable, Ragnarok. Before we begin, if you love epic mythological tales and timeless lessons of courage, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss any journey with us. Now brace yourself, for the thunder of Thor is about to roar once more. In the stormy skies of the north, where tempests never sleep, there was said to be a god who wielded a mighty hammer, his eyes blazing with lightning and his heart filled with courage beyond compare. He was Thor, son of Odin, king of the gods, protector of mankind, and eternal nemesis of the giants. But among all the foes Thor ever faced, none inspired such fear in gods and mortals alike as the World Serpent, Jörmungandr. Jörmungandr was the offspring of Loki, the trickster god, and the giantess Angerboda. When the serpent was born, Odin foresaw its dreadful power. In terror, he hurled the creature into the ocean surrounding Midgard, hoping it would sink forever into the abyss. But Odin was wrong. Jörmungandr grew and grew until its body encircled the entire world, biting its own tail, forming the eternal symbol of the cycle of creation and destruction. From that day, it was called the Midgard Serpent, the being that slumbered beneath the waves, waiting for the day of the world's end to rise and unleash ruin upon all creation. Years passed, and Thor remained the undefeated champion of Asgard. Thunder roared whenever he swung his hammer, Mjolnir. Each flash of lightning was a sign that Thor stood guard over the borders between worlds. But deep within, a shadow lingered in his heart fate. It had been foretold that on the day of Ragnarok, the final apocalypse, Thor would slay Jörmungandr. Yet after taking 9 steps, he would fall, poisoned by the serpent's venom. No god could escape the words of the Norns, the 3 sisters of fate, and Thor knew this well. But as the god of thunder and battle, he feared not death, only dying before protecting the world he loved. Before Ragnarok, Thor once encountered Jörmungandr in a perilous adventure. He had journeyed with a giant named Hymir to go fishing upon the vast ocean. Hymir was tall, stubborn, and proud, and he despised Thor. But Thor insisted, saying, "I wish to see the depths of your sea and what stirs beneath it." They rowed far from the shore, so far that the mountains became mere shadows on the horizon. Hymir caught a few massive fish, but Thor paid them no mind. His gaze was fixed on the rolling sea. He baited a giant ox's head onto a massive hook and cast it into the depths. The sea trembled. The water boiled as if the underworld itself were stirring. Then from the abyss, Jörmungandr rose. It was a horror beyond imagination, eyes blazing like twin stars, scales glistening like black steel, its massive body coiling around the boat, threatening to crush it to splinters. When it opened its jaws, Thor could see the abyss itself in its throat, a darkness that swallowed even light. Thor did not flinch. He gripped the line with both hands, muscles surging with divine strength, and roared a sound like thunder across all realms. The line tightened, creaking under the strain. As the serpent's head broke the surface, Thor raised Mjolnir high, lightning flashing around him. But at that very moment, Hymir, terrified beyond reason, cut the line. The serpent plunged back into the depths, sending towering waves crashing around them. Thor turned, furious, ready to strike Hymir down, but he restrained himself. He knew the day of reckoning would come, and when it did, nothing would stop him from fulfilling his destiny. The world went on, until the signs of Ragnarok began to appear. 3 endless winters came, one after another, with no summer between. Bitter winds howled, snow blanketed all lands. Humanity starved, brothers turned on brothers, giants marched from Jotunheim. the wolves Skirl and Hati finally caught the sun and moon, devouring them, casting the heavens into eternal night. From beneath the sea, Jörmungandr stirred. The oceans rose, swallowing the shores, its colossal body uncoiled, spewing black venom that poisoned land and sky alike. The air became suffocating, and thunder once again echoed in the heavens. Thor was ready. On the other side, Loki, father of the serpent, broke free from his chains. He led an army of monsters toward Asgard, alongside the wolf Fenrir and the ship Naglfar, built from the nails of the dead. The worlds trembled. The end had begun. Across the vast plain of Vigrid, the gods gathered one last time. Thunder rumbled in the dark sky. Thor stood tall among the warriors of Asgard, Mjolnir blazing with stormlight in his grasp. Beside him rode Odin on his eight-legged steed Sleipnir, leading the Valkyries into the fray. As the enemy arrived, the ground split apart. The wolf Fenrir opened its jaws to swallow the sky, while the serpent Jörmungandr slithered forward, its body stretching across the horizon, its breath so venomous it killed everything it touched. Thor charged. Lightning tore through the storm. Mjolnir struck the earth, erupting in pillars of flame. He faced Jörmungandr, his fated enemy. Light and shadow, thunder and poison collided amid the crumbling world. The serpent spewed a cloud of black venom, dark as night. Thor leapt into the air, dodging it, and brought his hammer crashing down on the monster's skull. The impact echoed across worlds. Black blood sprayed across the plain, yet the serpent still lived. It whipped its tail, hurling Thor miles away. He rose, his eyes blazing like storms. Once more Thor charged. Mjolnir struck again and again, each blow shattering the ground beneath them. Jörmungandr hissed, coiling around Thor, trying to crush him. But the god of thunder broke free, tore the serpent apart, and with a final roar raised Mjolnir high. He brought the hammer down in one last, cataclysmic strike. The explosion of thunder merged with the serpent's death cry. Jörmungandr collapsed, its colossal body crushing mountains and oceans. The world fell silent. The serpent was dead. Thor stood still, breathing heavily, staring at his fallen foe. He had fulfilled the prophecy. Then he took a step. 1, 2, 3. At the 9th step, he staggered. The serpent's venom coursed through his veins. Thor, the protector of gods and men, fell to the ground, his divine light fading. He died as thunder rolled across the dying world. When Thor fell, the skis fell silent. Jörmungandr was slain. Fenrir was killed by Vidar, Odin's son. Loki and Heimdall struck each other down. The world burned, then crumbled into ashes. Yet from the ashes, a new world arose. Rivers flowed once more. Forests grew green again, and a new sun rose, the daughter of the old. And in the distant thunder, people still hear a faint echo, not of storms, but of Thor, the god who gave his life so that life could begin anew. The tale of Thor and Jörmungandr is not merely a story of might. It is a symbol of the eternal cycle of destruction and rebirth, of light and darkness, of duty and sacrifice. Thor knew his fate, yet he faced it without hesitation, not for glory, but for the duty of protecting the world he loved. 1,000 years have passed since the Norse ceased to believe in Asgard or Valhalla, but the name Thor still lives on in every storm, in every thunderclap. People still whisper that every flash of lightning is a sign of the god himself, the one who fell so that the world could rise again. And somewhere beyond the northern winds, amid the frozen peaks, the spirit of Thor still rides his chariot of thunder, guarding the realms he once vowed to defend. If you believe that myths are more than just legends, that they reflect the courage of the human spirit, give this video a like and share it with others. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to continue exploring immortal tales, where every god and every hero faces the same eternal question. Can we defy fate, or simply burn bright before it consumes us? Because even in the modern world, we still need a thunderclap to remind us. A true hero doesn't fear destiny. He only fears forgetting why he fights.